What's up, YouTubers? I'm Rex the Builder, and today, in this episode of Season 2, Episode 1, I am going to be returning back to Mineville City High School Roleplay. The reason for me returning back to Mineville City's High School Roleplay is so that I may show one of my fellow YouTubers, Somaya Mandani, I think that's how you pronounce it, Somaya Mandani. I wanted to show her how to complete the rock structure, because this is literally one of the hardest structures on this game, because all of the colors are so close to each other that your eyes can't really differentiate the difference. So I want to jump right into that class so that I may show her how to complete this structure. I actually have to log out of my profile because it's the only way I'm going to be able to play. Okay, so now I have just signed out, and now I'm going to jump into this game. Oh wow, I have to create a new account in order to play, so... Actually, I don't. I think this tab 32 should be on the last thing that I did, which is the rock structure. So I should be able to get right to the rock structure if I play on tab 32. Alright, so now I am currently in... Oh wow, there's some new stuff going on here that I don't know about. What's this? Role, student, 1, club, none? I don't know what that is. If anybody knows what that is, can you tell me about that? Because I don't know what that is. Alright, so now I'm going to talk to Mr. Constructo and see what level I am on. Alright, yes, this is the structure that she wants to view for. This is a very hard structure, so what I want to do is I want to see what's the easiest thing here. The easiest thing that I can say here is the 4 blocks out to the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you will have to count these first. This is the hardest structure, I'm not gonna lie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 outward. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna try my best with this structure because I don't really understand how this structure goes. Alright, I'm going to have to give up on this structure a couple of times before I can actually do it. It's been a nice long time before I actually tried to do this structure.
I'll look around until I found.
Alright, so now I can get a better look at it again. This is the freaking hardest structure on here. I'm going to count how tall it is. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's 4. No, 3 high. It's only 3 high? It's okay. This structure is only 3 high. So remember that. The tallest part of this structure is 3 high. The shortest part of the structure is 1 high. I want to start off with this little corner right here. This should help me get past it a little better. It's a lot going on to this structure that I really couldn't. All right, so I'm just gonna wing it, and hopefully that you can just watch and see what's going on and get the big picture. All right, so now I'm just gonna try and wing it. all I can say is I did pay attention to a couple details. Like this part was 2 away, which makes this part right here. And that is the last part of the cobblestone bricks. The cobblestone blocks. That's the last part of the cobblestone blocks. So now all you really have to do is just fill in everything. I don't think that was right there. I think this looked kind of like that. I really don't know how to tell you how to do this structure because it's really hard. But I'm going to retry it after I do this one and see. Because hopefully I don't pass it. I don't want to pass it. I'm just trying to try my best here and see if I can get a little close to completing this structure. Yeah, so I can't necessarily remember how this structure goes. I just know that if you can complete, I'm gonna retry this structure. I'm gonna just retry it. I'm gonna break some blocks off so that I can get a couple things wrong, and I'm gonna retry it. All right, so now I'm back in. Okay, so the only thing I can really tell you is that these 3, you're gonna basically start off with the big one. If you start off with this big one, then the rest of them should come easily to you. But it's really hard because you have to understand that I think this is infested stone. It's hard to, I couldn't really explain it. I really couldn't explain it. I'm sorry, but this is a really hard structure. I'm just gonna try to show you again how it goes. Because I never actually passed this structure myself. Well, I passed it, but it was still hard for me to do myself. Okay, so I've seen that this part started from right here. It only goes up 3 high from what I've seen. It only goes up 3 high. So okay, and I know that this one is 2 away, and it's 1 to the side. So it's like right here somewhere. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that should be that part. Now, all you have to do is just fill in the spots that you feel comfortable filling in. Because really, after you get the three cobblestone parts, the rest of it is kind of simple. I'm just gonna add blocks because from what I've seen, this part right here goes all the way up. Okay, I think that's what I seen. I believe that part was something like that. And then this goes down. Is that everything? Alright, so I don't know really how this structure goes like that. But this is what I did. So if I complete the structure, just try to do the same thing that I did and hopefully you pass. I'm gonna check out and see what I got. Nope, I did not pass. I got a 64%. Wow. Okay, so we're gonna try this again. Alright, I freaking tried and it didn't work. So I'm gonna start off from this one. I want to start off from this one because it's the closest to the edge. I'm gonna start off with this one. The short one and the tall one are 2 spaces away from each other. So it should look like that. And then this one is 1 to the side and 2 away. Okay, so yeah, that's perfect. And basically that is it, but I can't necessarily tell you how the rest of the structure goes because I can't pay attention to it that good. I mean, I tried to pay attention to it, but it's so gray that I can't understand what's going on. I got so much time remaining, I just can't figure out how this goes. Ugh. I don't remember. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't remember. I just don't remember. Looks like I'm gonna have to give this one more try after this try. I don't know if you paid attention to how I did it. The structure is very hard, so I don't know how to get it perfectly. I got a 66, man. I cannot get this structure. It's so hard. And then my game is crashing. My game is really starting to tweak. Okay. This structure is so hard, like I cannot get it. So I'm gonna have to pay attention to a little bit more details. All right, so I know how the cobblestone go. We all know how the cobblestone goes. Okay, so I had the top part kind of correct, and then there's 2 to the side over here. So the top is 6 that way. Oh, this part doesn't even border right here. That's why I keep getting it wrong. Okay, so now I see the reason why I got what I got, because I got that one. I made a mistake and put this one over. So I thought it's supposed to be in this little square right here, but really it's a little bit farther over. It's just 1 more space over. Okay, so I'm giving this structure a really good look because I don't know what the world I'm gonna do. Okay, so that's how it's supposed to go there. Now I'm gonna try and do this part. I should get a little closer this time than last time because I've seen a couple things that I'm supposed to do. I know I've seen 6 blocks on top of here. and it was one going around the corner. So that should be like that. I seen like maybe something like that. I don't know if this is the complete structure. I'm sorry if I got it wrong again, but this is about how close I'm going to get to this structure. It looks clean. It looks good to me, but I'm quite sure it's not it. I'm sorry, but I'm quite sure that's not it. Okay, so we're going to throw... Holy... Okay, I have just made an 81%, so... If you want to pass with an 81%, so Maya, be my guest. But I am done with this, because this is the hardest structure to me, actually. So I'm tired of this structure, so I'm going to move on to the next thing. Alright, so for anybody that needed that lesson, hopefully you enjoyed that. It's time to move on to the next class. Okay, so I seen driving class. That's something new. I wasn't here for driving class. Oh wow, this is amazing. So is this the teacher down here? Talk to me, Racer. No, that's not the teacher. Is Racer Kurt the teacher? Alright, so I'm probably not going to be able to play driving class because I think you have to pay for it. So eventually I'm going to get to that, but today is not going to be that day. Okay, so we're going to move on to something else. Because they're not going to let me do driving class. You have to pay for it. Okay, so in response to Murakaki and Baby Potatoes, I don't know how to see the chats. When I started the game, it was just up there. It may have to do something with what you're playing the game on. I'm playing on my phone, so maybe that's why it pops up. I don't know what you guys are playing on, so I necessarily wouldn't know what's your problem. But I tried to see how that the chats pop up on the screen, but it didn't give me. Okay, so I went to video. There's nothing in video that shows how it pops up on the screen. And I went to touch control. I also went into, when I was in the game, let me go inside the game again. Okay, so now that I'm in the game, I can show you what I was talking about. So I went into settings to see how the chats pop up on the screen. I've been in multiplayer game. Nothing says why the chats pop up on the screen though. Yeah, there's nothing that says that. Enable UI screen reader, that's not on. Enable text to speech for chat. There's literally nothing that shows that, but yeah, I tried to help, but there's nothing in here that shows it. They just magically pop up on my screen. Right to open chat. Press T to return to controller or right to open chat. So yeah, I think because I'm playing on the mobile phone, it actually just pops up on its own. So that should be the answer to your question. yeah, that just about wraps up everything to Somaya Mandani. Hopefully this video helps you out with that if you haven't passed it already. But hopefully that helps you out because I tried my best. Try 4 seems like it was my best try. So just skip straight to try 4. But anyway, that's just about it for this video. Hit that like button if you like what you've seen in this episode. Don't be shy, leave a comment. I'll make sure to get to that comment as soon as possible. As soon as possible actually doesn't mean that I'm going to get to it right then and there, but I'm going to try to get to it as soon as I can. Make sure to subscribe to stay in tune with my latest episodes.